Yes, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to go over my last video. There's a lot of great comments. I pinned some of them. And yes, I wanted to go over this first, my last video. These are the names on the plaque, Rumors of Wars. And says Notorious Big, LL Cool J, this woman, Nick Cave, and of course, President Obama. There you go. I wanted to show that. This is the plaque that was in Times Square. So this is the video of it right here. But yeah, has President Obama's name on it. Well, this video is just going over some things that are happening. Here's the date today as we watch. Yes, I'm watching this week, but things are looking for the 8th and 9th, the 6th. We will see. Some people are saying the 4th. We will see. There's an asteroid coming on the 18th. Right here. An asteroid. I expect something to happen. If we left on the 8th or the 9th, this would be 10 days later. Well, you know from Revelations, as I have said before, the first things that happens is Babylon's destroyed. This is Revelation 18. It says the merchants of the earth weep over her. Now, if they're weeping over Babylon falling, they're not really worried about the stone being cast. Because if a stone came, they wouldn't be worrying about her burning, and nobody buys her merchandise anymore. Now, this is New York City or the whole United States. It says the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her. No one buyeth her merchandise. If an asteroid hit, they sure in the heck wouldn't buy their merchandise anymore. They would be worried maybe an asteroid would be hitting them. And it's coming. This in particular one is coming on the 18th, which would be 10 days later. Which I expect these two events to happen very close to each other. There's also one coming on the 6th, and I think Steve Fletcher and other people have said that too. So there's another one coming on the 6th. So also too, the comet is going to be closest to the sun I think on the 4th. And it's going to be the brightest. The closer it gets to the sun, the brighter it's going to be. It says early in January, it will have made it through the solar system, past the planet, as well as Venus. It's closest to the Earth on the 18th, which we knew that. So the comet, I believe it's the 4th. I believe I saw it was the 4th. Now, let's look at this. People have been talking about the Ukraine right here. That's not in the Bible, okay? There's people that said that they have 10,000 troops left. They're still there. I could really care less. There's people hyping this up, and that's not what the Bible says. The Bible says Babylon and Damascus. Babylon and Damascus. That's Jeremiah 50. The Lord of hosts, right here. The Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land as I punished the king of Syria. Now, I showed you in Revelation 17 where it says that God will put in their hearts, Revelation 17, I will put in their hearts to accomplish his will. And this is nukes from Russia and China were attacked from the north. So here's Syria. It says, as I punished the king of Syria. It's almost like this already happened. And it says right here, shout out her around. She has given her hand. Her foundation has fallen. The walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord to take vengeance upon her. What she had done unto her, cut off the tower from Babylon. Sickle at the time of harvest. So this is the time of harvest. This is when we leave. Have handed the sickle in the time of harvest. For fear of the oppressing sword, they shall turn everyone unto his people, and shall flee everyone into his own land. Israel is scattered its sheep. So right here, therefore, right here, this is Babylon. This is Babylon and Damascus. This is also Isaiah 17. The fortress shall cease from Ephraim, which is the United States. It's another word for the United States. Babylon. It says the king from Damascus, the remnant of Syria, and shall be given the glory of the children of Israel. Lord of hosts, this is right here. Says, same thing. And in that day it shall come to pass that the glory of Jacob shall be made thin, and the fortress flesh shall wax lean, and shall be the harvestman gathers the corn. Same thing. Gathers the corn. Yet gleanings and grapes talks about the harvest, just like it did in Jeremiah 50. So as I said here, they're not going to be wailing. They're not going to be wailing over Babylon if there was a meteor hit. You'd be looking up and you'd be thinking, where's the next one going to hit? I believe this happens roughly 10 days later, could happen a week later. The rock falls, and there is a rock on the 18th coming. So I also want to have this in my video because I listen to what is going on around the world. She put out a video yesterday.
So they even say that it can come to a blackout because when all of the workers that usually work in nuclear plants or gas plants or coal plants stay at home, that they cannot even keep up the electrical grid. This is very concerning. I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but we definitely will see a lot of people in quarantine, a lot of people staying at home because they're sick. The bad thing is that in the next months it can be very tough. It can be the shops are closed, that you cannot buy food because the workers are missing, or it can happen that you cannot fly any.
Or all the head leaders would disappear. They would hide. She said, this is Germany. This is Germany. Germany is saying that because of the Omicron strain, or whatever you want to call it, that critical workers aren't going to be working and they might have to shut everything down. Here it is. She read it. Now, this is why I listen to her channel. She's up on this stuff. Critical infrastructure on the blink of collapse. So these are articles out of Germany. So they are prepping their people from what their narrative, they're gonna have to make an excuse to disappear.
They even say that it can come to a blackout because when all of the workers that usually work in nuclear plants or gas plants or coal plants stay at home, that they cannot even keep up the electrical grid.
So I wanted to bring that information to light. Also, too, this is just today, and I'm probably going to not even put in, I have other information on this, but says Damascus is repelling alleged Israel attacks targeting the area near the major port in the Mediterranean Sea. So this is what I'm looking at right here. All the hype about this is not in the Bible. It's not in the Bible. What I believe this is all about, us sending troops there, is the same thing that happened in Afghanistan. They are sending our troops there because after Babylon falls, you wouldn't want all this military equipment. The world leaders, the evil people of Babylon, they're going to use this equipment towards Israel. And it's going to be left there, just like it was left in Afghanistan. All that military equipment, and they will come after Israel. The Antichrist is going to go after Israel, the Bible says. Not Ukraine. So these people that are hyping this right here, it's a nothing burger. It's not, it's irrelevant. Russia and China is gonna attack the United States, as the Bible says. That's in Revelations right here. It's in Revelations 17, as I have said before. It says right down here. God will put in their hearts to fulfill his will and agree, and to give the kingdom unto the beast until it shall be fulfilled. And the woman which I saw was a great city which reigned all over the earth. Says right here, says, they shall hate the whore and make it desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Right there. That's what happens to Babylon. God will put in their hearts to fulfill his will. This is Revelation 17. It talks about Babylon falling. That's the first thing that happens. And then Revelation 18, it talks about the merchants watch her burning. So this is the first thing that happens. This right here, Damascus, this is what I'm watching. So when people tell you that they're moving troops there, American troops, this is to get all of our military equipment, to move it to the Ukraine, to move it out of the United States, move it to Taiwan, so that when America falls, they're not going to have all this military equipment that they're going to attack Israel with. And that's where the war happens. I hear stuff about this every day, and I'm like, well, show me where that's in the Bible. They can't. They can't show you where it's in the Bible, because it's not. So this is what I'm looking at right here. And this would line up perfectly with the 8th. 10 days later, 18th. The main thing is to pray in your prayer closet every day. Seek the Lord every day. As it says in Proverbs chapter 8, it says, blessed is the man that hears me watching daily at my gates and at my doors. It also talks about knowledge. He will give knowledge to those that seek him. This is, you know what I say. This is, keep seeking the Lord every day in your prayer closet. Jesus comes out of his chamber for his bride in her closet. This is a personal relationship. God bless you all. I hope you're all doing well. Yes, I want to have a small video today. And like I said, these are the names on the plaque. I don't know if it means anything, but anyway, God bless you all. Yes, I'm going to add this into the end of my video. Right here, he confirmed it. It was hit Syria, which is by Damascus, Russian troops in their naval base of Russia. So this is what he said. So this is confirming what my other confirmation about Israel hitting Syria by Damascus, and this was their naval base for Russia. So this is already going on. Russia, Syria, Damascus, Iran, this is all going on. So this is happening 5 hours ago. I wanted to put that out there. Also, Satan was involved with killing Jesus. Satan entered into Judas. So Satan was involved with killing Jesus. Also, Satan is going to be involved with Babylon falling. The uranium that's going to be nuked on New York City or America, it was sold by Obama, Uranium One deal. Right here, Obama area, Uranium One. So the catalyst, the Uranium One, which is used for nuclear weapons, right here, was sold by Obama. All this points back to Obama. The deal was finalized right here in 2013 in January. I tried to find out the date. Says in January, right here, it took complete control of Uranium One, in other words, in their hands, January 2013, by buying the shares. This was the finalization in 2013 under Obama, which started in 2010. I did calculate, which it happened in January. I'm just assuming. I didn't find a date, which is 9 years, 180 days. So this is going to be at the end of my video. And like I said, there's a lot of people, there's not a lot of, some people say, well, Obama isn't the Antichrist. The Antichrist would be involved in all of the downfall of America. It was all planned. This was back with Uranium-1, which is going to be used on the United States. This is the Obama administration. He was working on the downfall of Babylon ever since he took office in 2010. This is one of the first things he did. And as I showed you here, Satan is indwelled right here. God bless, and this is going to be an update today. God bless.